Welcome, it's Candace Camphor, and in today's QuickBooks tips and tricks, I want to teach you about really using reports as an amazing tool within your QuickBooks. So you've probably heard me talk about before that QuickBooks isn't just about taxes. It's also about managing and growing your business. So QuickBooks is an amazing tool. It has tons of reports, but today I want to teach you how you get in and customize those reports just a little bit. So if you've ever wanted to know, you're spending money on advertising, but you really want to know where these clients are coming from and how do you track that within QuickBooks. So one of the things I'm going to teach you today, because I had a customer who is an artist and they have wholesale customers and retail customers. They really wanted to be able to track instead of having to do it all by hand within QuickBooks as they were setting up. How do they track where the customers are coming from, where the money is coming in from? So that's what I want to teach you today. So come look over my shoulder. We're going to get a little deeper into QuickBooks and I'm going to teach you how do you customize your reports. Okay, so now you're looking at my screen and I want to walk you through how to make these fields within the Customer Center so you can pull them up on your report. So we're going to go under the Customer Center. And I've put a few in just for example so that when we go to look at the reports, it's easier. But we're going to go under Andy's Candy Shop. And we're going to go under Edit the Customer Information. That's a little pencil. And we're going to go over to Additional Information. So I want to go back up here real quick. You'll notice you can either do this as you're adding customers or after you've already have customers in there, you can go in and make adjustments. So you're going to click on Additional Information and you'll notice that there is customer type, and what's automatically in here, because this is a QuickBooks sample file, is commercial and residential because it's a landscape and garden company. So most likely you may have some in here if when you set up your data file, you selected a chart of accounts that also included this, or you may not. So in what I was just mentioning was about wholesale and retail. And then this one, it's commercial and residential. It can be whatever you want it to be. So if you go in here and under customer type, there's something in there, but does not match what you want it to be for your business, you can actually go up under lists and you go to vendor, customer and vendor profile list, and then you click on customer type list and they're in here and you can right click to edit them, delete them, add a new one, whatever you want, or you can go down here to the bottom under customer type. Okay, so what that's doing is it's just a way for you to run reports to be able to track where your income is coming from for customer type. Okay, then the second section you'll see it says rep, and how this is typically used is if you're a large enough company where you have different reps and you want to keep track of their customers, you can do that here. But you can also use this for keeping track of advertising types of information. So in here you'll see I went in and I added one called Facebook. And I added one called word of mouth or referral, and I put my name on it by Candace. So you can either do referrals by each individual place or person / company, or you can do just word of mouth. So for example, in my husband's construction business, we have a business Facebook page. We also have word of mouth. We also have different contractors that we work with. We also have Google Ads. So there's a lot of different ways that we are out there for people to find out about us. So what we do is when a customer first calls us about getting work, we ask them, oh, how did you hear about us? Then when we go in to put them into QuickBooks, I input that, how did they hear about us in here or on the invoice? And that allows me to track our income by the different ways that we are advertising to see which types of advertising are we doing that is the most benefit to our business. So that's how you do it in here. So let's just say you wanted to add one and there's nothing in here. You can actually just add, let me remove this, Google. And you can just click, so you type it in and you hit tab and then it comes up setup. Oh, it doesn't want me to do more than 5. So we'll just do G. We'll just do G as the type. And we're going to type in Google. We'll do a quick ad. They're going to be an other. You can rewatch this video if I forgot to give you a detail. So the initial is just going to be G, and that's going to stand for Google, okay? So what I'm saying is Andy's Candy Shop is a commercial type customer, and that they heard about us on Google. So what we're going to do now is we're going to click OK. Now what you can do is actually put a rep on each individual invoice. So if we go in here to create an invoice, you will see I'm going to hit the back arrow. Actually just got done creating one a moment ago, and I did Andy's Candy Shop, and I did it word of mouth Candace. And then I also did one for Andy's Candy Shop, and I put it as Facebook. So I'm going to create another one as Google, and I'm going to show you how you would see each of those, okay? So you go in just like you normally do to do an invoice. I'm going to select the rep as Google. If you have people who you're always asking them and they finding you in different ways, or you're wanting to keep track of this, you can just change it on the invoice. So we're going to say gardening, and we're going to call that $100. Okay, actually I'm going to do 150 because I believe I did 100 on a different one. So we're going to hit save and close. So I'm changing that on. Let me open the invoice up so you can see it. I'm actually putting that in under rep directly, okay? So now what I would do is I would go under reports. I would pull up sales and sales by customer summary. So what this is allowing me to do is it's showing me all of the customers who have been invoiced or purchased from us a service or product. And in this case, it's on cash basis, meaning it's when they've actually paid us the money. So I'm going to switch this over, and I'm going to make it accrual basis because the invoices I've done, they haven't actually paid me yet. So I want to make sure they show up. So I'm going to do accrual basis. Then I'm going to go under filters, and I am going to find rep, and it's under alphabetical, so it's under R. And what you can do is you can pull them up in multiple ways at one time. So you can do multiple types at once, or you can just pick one at a time. So I'm just going to show you Facebook for right now. And I'm going to click OK. So what it's doing is it's pulling up the $15 invoice. I'm going to double click on it to show it to you. It's pulling up this invoice where I said it's from Facebook, okay? So if you had multiple invoices, it would show all of them for the time frame that you're picking. And what you can choose to do is actually choose to customize the report again, go under header and footer, and type Facebook in here. And what this is doing is it's changing just the title. If I could type, it's just changing the title of what's showing up on the report. And then you can memorize that report, which I already did. I've done it a couple times. It shows up right here, Facebook. And what that allows you to do is from then on, is when you want to find out this information, once you've memorized it, you can just go in and select it. So let's go in and do it for Google, and I'll show you how to memorize it. So you're going to select your rep, and I'm going to select Google. I'm going to go over to the header, and at the end, I'm going to type in Google. So what this is telling me is that I have sales by customer, and these are customers that I've found through Google, and that's the invoice I did for $150. Then I'm going to click memorize, and typically it doesn't ask you to replace it or new, but because I've already done it once, I'm going to hit new, and I'm going to call it Google, and I'm going to click OK. And what that does is now I'm going to go into reports, memorize. I have one for Facebook, I have one for Google, and I have one for word of mouth, Candace. So this is allowing you to really track and manage how are people finding you? What is your how's your advertising working out for actually invoices for true income into your business? So then now I want to show you how would you customize this report to be able to manage like the artist did. They did wholesale versus retail, but what I am going to show you is commercial, because that's what's in here, versus residential. So I'm going to go back under filters, and I'm going to go down to customer type. Right there, it's in alphabetical order, and I'm going to click on commercial. Now, something to know is because I'm changing all these within one spot, it automatically saved what I had selected before. So if I had left that, it would pull up commercial that I had also marked as Google. So I'm going to actually remove that, and it's just going to have the commercial. And then I'm going to go over to the header and footer, and I'm going to type in here commercial. Okay. And then I'm going to click OK, and that's actually going to show up here. I think I actually misspelled that. I mixed up the I and the A, but that's okay. It's example. Then you can memorize that if you want, and then you'd also have those in there. So from now on, when I wanted to say at the end of every month, I want to say, well, how many people did we bring in? How much money did we bring in through Google? Then I go, okay, that's how much we brought in through Google. Okay, how much sales did we do for our advertising dollars with Facebook? And the Facebook invoices are going to come up. So the way you really want to track that is when you're creating an invoice. I'm going to close all these screens. I'm not going to memorize that one. When you're creating your invoices, you're going to select which rep. In other words, how did they hear about you? And that will translate into a report that you can later pull to manage and grow your business. So I hope this was helpful. The commercial versus residential actually pulls from inside the customer center. And I'll show you that one more time. So you pick your customer, you want to edit it, and they are showing up under additional information, and it has it here. Now by picking this rep, it's going to be the automatic choice, but you can either not have it there and only put on the invoice. It's up to you. But this is really going to allow you to go back and look at more detail in your QuickBooks. Now you may say, okay, Candace, I don't need this. Great, but you know it, and later down the road, if you ever do need it, you'll know how to go back and find it. Have an amazing day. If you know anybody who can benefit from this information, please share it. And if you have a QuickBooks question, please comment below and let me know what kind of video I can create for you. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye-bye.